If you ever wake up at night and hear someone praying, make sure they're praying to God. My sister practically raised me after Mom died. Dad disappeared when I was little, and when Mom lost her battle with tuberculosis a few years later, my sister Michaela became everything for me. Parent, provider, protector. At least, that's what I thought. Growing up, Michaela used to pray every night, real praying too. On her knees beside the bed, whispering softly in the dark. But after Mom died, something changed. She stopped praying, stopped smiling. Sometimes I'd hear her pacing through the apartment at 3 a.m. whispering horrible things about God. Other nights she'd lock herself in her room for hours. Every time she came out, she looked worse, paler, skinnier, like something was feeding on her. Then one night, when I was 13, I saw what she was really doing. I woke up needing the bathroom and noticed light coming from under her bedroom door. When I peeked through the crack, I froze. The room was dark except for black candles placed in a circle around her. Michaela sat on the floor rocking back and forth, not praying, chanting. Her voice sounded wrong, like two people speaking together. In front of her sat an old Ouija board, and resting on top of it was Dad's gold watch, the last thing he left before disappearing. Her head suddenly snapped toward the doorway. I jumped back before she saw me, but I still remember her eyes. They looked empty, like nobody was inside them anymore. The next morning, she acted completely normal. Actually, happier. Then 3 days later, the police called. They found Dad dead in another state. Cause of death? Tuberculosis. Exactly like Mom. I remember Michaela smiling after the call ended. Not relieved, satisfied. After that, strange things started happening in our apartment. I'd wake up hearing whispering inside the walls. The hallway outside her room was always freezing cold. And every night at exactly 3:14 a.m., I'd hear knocking beneath my bed. 3 slow knocks. One night, I finally looked underneath. There was nothing there, except Dad's gold watch, ticking. Even though it had been broken for years, I grabbed it and ran to Michaela's room ready to demand answers. But when I opened her door, she wasn't alone. Tall figures stood around her bed wearing dark robes, their faces hidden, all of them whispering in the same voice I heard through the walls. Then my sister slowly looked at me and smiled. He wasn't enough anymore. One of the figures turned toward me, and I realized its face looked exactly like Dad's, rotting, smiling. The next morning, Michaela acted like nothing happened. But before I left for school, she hugged me tightly and whispered, "You still have a few birthdays left."